Welcome to Web3 Gamer, where we cover everything that happened this past week in Web3 Gaming, from game teasers, game updates, industry news, events, and just upcoming tournaments and everything that under the sun. I am your host, Iceyyy, and today I'm joined by my good buddy, FriendlyPaisan. Paisan, man, how you doing?
I'm chilling, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I'm super happy to have you, and I'm looking forward to it. We got a bunch of stuff to jump into, as always. There's never a dull week in Web3 gaming, and I'm like super excited to get your takes on everything. But before we jump into it, a couple housekeeping things. None of this is financial advice, of course, guys, and none of this is sponsored content. We don't get paid by any of these projects. Everything on that we're going to cover today is just games that we're either excited about or that we came across that we thought looked cool, and that we just wanted to talk about. So having said that, here's how the show is going to work. So we start off with a bunch of game teasers. These might be games you've already seen or new games. Then we're going to jump into some game updates, some updates in some games that we're following that we think are worthy of sharing. If we miss a thing or two here or there, let us know in the comments. You know, it's tough to capture, to stay on top of everything in Web3 gaming. But if we miss something, let us know and we can cover it next week. Then we're going to jump into some industry news, the biggest news articles and headlines from the past week that are worth, looking at, thinking about, talking about. Then we'll talk about what's on the horizon. That means anything that's coming up in the next week or two in the Web3 gaming space that is important to pay attention to or keep on your radar. And then we'll end out the show talking about some games that we're playing. How does that sound, Paisan?
My body is ready. My body's ready. Let's get into it.
Your body is ready. Before we jump into it, man, how was your week? How was your week of Web3 gaming? You put out some videos, put out some content, playing some new games. Talk to me.
Yeah, listen, it was a good week. I mostly this week, streamed a lot of Blanco, streamed a lot of Big Time. I put out a Superior video this past week. I had to show love to my folks over at Drifter. It's a great community over there. But yeah, just a great week. But I'm excited, to be honest with you, I'm excited for what's to come. Yeah. I'm excited for these next couple months. I'm excited for 2023. I'm ready.
Let's go. Any teasers? Any little teaser? Maybe we'll get into some of it in the video, in the show today. But any teasers? What are you most excited about in the next few months?
Man, honestly, right now, I'll throw out two names. Shrapnel and Ice Martians.
Shrapnel and okay.
That's what I'll say.
We've got both of those on the show today. So yeah, I'm super excited about Shrapnel. We're going to be looking at some of their gameplay that they released this week. Finally, we get some gameplay footage. Is it good? Yes or no? We're going to get into that. And then Ice Martians, I'm excited for you to tell me more about it because I don't know anything about Ice Martians. So with that said, let's get into the first clip that we've got. We'll put the game teasers up there. And the first one I've got, Paisan, is, where did it go? Ba-da-ba-ba. So this is from Elixir, or they tweeted it out, but it's something regarding Oldor Game. I saw this going around a little bit. I know that I think Spike Reacts is consulting or advising with them. Have you heard about this game?
I have not heard about this yet. This is going to be my first time watching this, and I see Unreal Engine. I already like it. It's okay. We're good.
Let's go. So let me play this and take a look at it.
Okay.
It's a good-looking game.
It looks really good. Really
Shattered
good. Oh,
Glory.
that looks. You're gonna look me in the face and tell me that didn't look like a Game of Thrones character.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
a little bit.
Winter is coming. Oldor is coming. Yeah,
For sure,
I
for
don't know
sure.
anything about the game, but I like the trailer. Looked really,
Oh,
really
trailer looks
good.
good. It definitely looks good. I forget. It's giving me a little bit of Elden Ring vibes. The combat. It's giving me a little Elden Ring, and not that there's anything wrong with that. I love Elden Ring, but
Yeah.
that looks great.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're partnering with Elixir, if they've got Spike as a as an advisor, they're powered by Immutable X, they're building an Unreal Engine. I'm you know sign me up, sign me up.
Sign me up. Where do I sign?
I'm very interested. Looks really, really good. So, like I said, don't know much about it, but excited to learn more and see what they do. All right, Paisan. Next game trailer I got for you. I think that this one was suggested to me in like the comments. So I don't know anything about this game. Again, none of this is financial advice or endorsements, but I wanted to share the trailer. Dark Frontiers. Have you heard about this?
I have not heard about this one. No.
That's the beauty of the Web3 Gamer Show, that we're, you know, discovering. We're discovering new games and sharing them. So let's take a look at this.
Let's take a look.
AI generate. Oh, is this their art contest? What's going on here? Oh, I think I. Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
AI. So they have a community art contest.
Maybe. I thought that
I mean,
this
that
was
looks
gonna
sick.
give more of like an intro. Let me see. Did I pick the wrong link here? Or is there just not a lot of game footage?
Maybe they have a
Oh,
bunch of. Oh, what's that?
this? Here we go. It's a little bit of a vibe.
Okay. Giving me a.
You
Ooh.
are dead.
Yeah, that was fast. Okay,
That was
definitely.
fast.
I sense some No Man's Sky vibes. I make a lot of AAA comparisons, but
Yeah.
like that's what I feel from this a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah, movement looks pretty good. I don't know. I don't know how that gun movement was so good. Like, I think he was trying to shoot the guy and he missed. I don't know much about that. Like I said, this was recommended in the comments. I mean, listen, my big thing, Paisan, I say this every week, like, I need to see gameplay footage within like the first 30 seconds of learning about your project for me to, you know, even give it a shot. So the fact that I can see something I like. And, you know, like I said, I don't know much about the game, but we'll keep an eye on it. That's Dark Frontiers.
For sure.
All right, Paisan. We finally got some Shrapnel gameplay footage.
Give it to me.
Let's get
Give
into
it to me.
I know everyone's
Give it to
probably
me.
already seen it, but come on. We gotta...
Come on.
I was shocked that,
So-
like, this is the same map from the trailer. Like, this looks
I
exactly
know.
like the trailer.
Dude, I can't get over how good this game looks.
Yeah. Everyone was ripping on them for,
Oh.
like, the aim, though. The aim was not so good in this. That jump
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy.
That jump is nuts. The movement is crazy. Oh, dude.
I do wish that we had some sound, some like gameplay sound in the background.
Yes.
I want to know
I
how the
agree.
game sounds.
I wonder. See how the enemies light up?
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's only when you ADS.
Yeah. Still, yeah, that is an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, this is just. Dude. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Do we have any timelines, or do you know? Have you heard anything about when we're gonna be able to, you know, take a look at this?
I have emailed. My email is in. My credentials are in. Now we wait. That's
Yeah.
what. See, that's my thing now. I go into their Discord. And I'm like, when are we alpha testing this? When's the vibe? Put your email in. When you get the email, we're in. So I check it every single day.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, super excited for this. I mean, this is the kind of game that really, like, an esports tournament can be built around. A lot of hype coming from Shrapnel right now. The trailer did catch a little bit of, or not the trailer, but the gameplay footage did catch a little flack. You know, the shaky cam, the aim. So definitely some improvements to desire here. But I mean, they released their like, theatrical trailer maybe a week or two ago, and then to follow up the week later with actual gameplay footage. I'm very happy and excited to see that. And I have heard that, the people that have been able to play the game, Bryson, have really good things to say about it. So
That's a good thing.
def-
I cannot wait to play this game.
same. All right. Next, Paisan, we got some Superior footage. I know you dropped a Superior video this week. I don't think I've shown Superior footage on the channel yet, so this is something good to look at.
Love this game.
How many hours have you played a Superior so far, do you think?
Well, I've been a part of both alpha playtests, and every time they last for about 2 to 3 weeks. I play probably 4 or 5 hours a day.
Nice.
But now the alpha playtest is over. I think I'm a level like 22 with my Ronin right now.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so I mean now, so my whole thing, the gameplay here is perfect.
Yeah.
It really is. It's great. I think the reason why it's still being not delayed but pushed is because they're trying to figure out their play to earn model. That's my opinion. Because that's something that is not really in place yet.
Yeah. What are your thoughts generally, like real quick, on Gala and their play to earn attempts, right? Because they revoked it from Townstar, or
Yeah.
and I mean, if they're gonna try and incorporate it into Superior, like what are your general thoughts there?
To be honest with you, I have no idea how this is going to work, especially when it comes to Superior, because like as somebody who plays the game a lot, I don't, as of right now, I don't see where that play to earn potential comes in besides minting a specific Ronin character or whatever character you want, and then having different skill trees from everybody else, being able to level those up and sell them, put them back on the market. Compared to every other game that's on that market, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I have no clue, but we have to wait.
Yeah, I keep missing their alpha play tests, so I have it downloaded, but every time I try and play, like there's not a server going, so I'm sad about that. So next time you get one, let me know. All right.
I will for sure.
All right, we got a couple more trailers here. Let's get into them. I share Guild of Guardians every week, but it's just because they're putting out like quality trailer gameplay footage, and it gets me hyped. So here's one from Guild of Guardians premiere
Mobile game, huh?
Yeah. I feel like it's like a top-down. I get like top-down big-time vibes.
You know what? Yeah. Actually, yes.
Right?
100%, actually, without a doubt.
Like it's a very similar game to Big Time in my opinion, but just on mobile.
Mobile top down. This is cool. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, you haven't paid attention to Guild of Guardians?
No. The only mobile blockchain game that I know of right now is Pocket Space.
Okay.
So this is great.
I like that you're in the trenches, man. You're in the trenches. You
Oh,
know
dude.
a lot of these like super obscure games, so I appreciate that.
Dude, you have to. You have to know. I mean, you try and know about all of them, but it's too hard because so many of them are coming out.
Yeah. Shout out to Guild of Guardians. I think that they're, in my mind, one of the premier Web3 games leading the mobile front. They're doing it right, constantly sharing updates and gameplay footage, and the gameplay looks good. I'm not a mobile gamer myself, but mobile gaming is a huge demographic, right? And it could onboard millions of people into Web3. So I'm rooting for Guild of Guardians. The gameplay footage looks amazing, and it might be a game that I have to play.
I'm all for it, 100%.
Hell yeah. All right, next one, we got some EV.io footage. They've got a Halloween map. I think that there's maybe 6 other maps. So we got some EV.io footage for you guys. Let's jump in here. Is there audio?
Say it.
I don't know if there's audio on this, but you got the pumpkins there. Bunch of new maps
cool
in
map.
EV.io. Still a game that I'm having a lot of fun playing. I know that there's a little bit of a, controversy, but debate going on. I think they're talking about capping the earnings, and there's just some updates in their ecosystem. So something to pay attention to if you're in EV.io. I'm sure you're already aware, but I love that they're being topical, right? Got the Halloween maps going on. switching it up, keeping it fresh and entertaining.
For sure. I mean, EVIO is a game that will always hold a special place in my heart because after Blankos, I found Eve,
Yeah.
and EVIO is what taught me how to use mouse and keyboard.
Ah,
So I will never say a bad thing about the game. I mean, it's one of the first blockchain FPSs I think that we've been able to fully play.
yeah.
So I got 3 NFTs in the game
Very
myself.
nice.
I play it in my off time. So
Hell yeah. Hell
yeah.
yeah. There you go. All right, and then not last, second to last. This one's from you, Paisan. We got Kiraverse opening the gates. Community members play testing on one of our Royale maps last night. So,
Hell yeah.
have you play tested this?
Oh, dude, I've been trying, but not yet because they've been doing tournaments for whitelist spots, and it's really hard because everybody and their mother wants to play in this tournament for the whitelist spots. So I've been trying, but it's hard.
It's a good looking game. It's a good looking game.
Right here.
It's a very pretty game. It's pretty. It gives you. It's a battle royale type style.
Yeah.
It's got that Rogue Company style shooting mixed in with that Fortnite. I get a little Fortnite vibes from it.
Yes, very much.
I like it. It's so smooth.
Yeah, yeah. What do you know what chain this is on, or like?
I believe it's going to be on the Ethereum blockchain.
Okay.
Not Solana.
Okay. Because I've heard Kiraverse. Like, you know, they're tangentially on my radar, but yeah, this is the first footage that I've seen from them, and I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I've been in these discords late night with them, like watching them play test, build the game. Like the devs go in every night at like 11 p.m. EST. They go in and they show what they're doing, what they're building. I'm extremely bullish on this team for sure.
I love that. I love that. My only concern is I don't know how like if they're gonna be doing a battle royale that's like play to earn. Like, I'm very kind of jaded when it comes to play to earn. Because I just haven't seen it work yet. I do believe that it can work, but I don't know. Every game is, or not every game, but every game that claims to be play to earn, I think a lot of them are not going to work. So until we see a model that truly does work, I'm a little turned off. And I don't know if this is going to be play to earn or not, but
See, I think we need to differentiate because certain games are play to earn and then other games are play to own.
Yes.
And that's what I like to switch to. I like to say like play to own.
Yep.
Because you know, you're going to own all of these things. These things are yours. You're going to be able to grade them up, level them up. I don't think they're going to do any tokenomics or anything like that. So
if that's the case, then I agree with you. I'm very bullish on play to own. But I like the big time model where it's just a cosmetic. It's not, because if it gets too much into a pay to win mechanic, well then that's not good either. So if it's just play to own and you're owning a cosmetic NFT, right now that's the model that I'm most excited and bullish on because it's fair and delivers the most value like across the board in my opinion.
Completely agree.
But shout out to Kiraverse. Yeah, if I can ever get into your play test as well, I'd love to jump in there.
For sure, for sure.
All right, Paisan. Last but not least, we've got your hockey game.
Give it to me! Let's go!
It looks good.
It's an arcade style game. I mean, listen, don't expect NHL 23 out of it, but if you want to have some fun playing hockey on the blockchain with your friends, this is it. So cool.
I like it. That's not my mouse, by the way. That's their mouse on their gameplay trailer. So someone messed up there.
Yes, when I tell you this game is literally in infancy stages, like I believe they only started their Discord like a month and a half ago.
Okay.
So like brand new. But the thing that I like about the game, no tokenomics, right? So the NFTs are just going to be play to own. The sticks, the gloves, the skates, helmets, those are all going to be yours with different like kind of like rarity levels. It's not going to make you a better player, but one's like they'll have like exotic tier items, legendary tier items, things like that.
Okay.
But I'm super excited for it, man. I can't wait.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up the game teasers that we've got for you this week. That was everything that I saw that caught my eye this week for the game teasers. Some new games in there, so very excited about that. And then some dope footage from some games that we're already paying attention to. Paisan, let's jump into some game updates. Let me change my little tag down there. Boom, game updates. First update that I got for you, Paisan. I know you know this game. Earth from Another Sun, their reveal is coming. So they had a free mint about a week ago. I missed the free mint. Did you get into this?
Nope, I missed it.
It sold out in like 17 minutes, apparently. I think it was like late at night. Like, man. I'm bummed about that. But they've been showing the egg shedding its shell, basically. And you got some gold under here. It looks good. Oh, is there like a shadow of a monster in there?
There's something in there.
Okay, all right.
There's something in there.
I love the artwork. I'm excited to see the reveal. And I wish that I got into the mint.
You and me both, brother.
So shout out to Earth from Another Sun. Actually, I think the floor, I don't know what the floor has been either. Let's take a look at that, actually. Because I know the floor was like around like 1.2, but then it pumped a little bit to like 1.4. Where are we at right? Ooh, oh, okay. Wait, hold on. It says 0.98, but then
0.98. That's weird.
Hold on. Let's see. Low to high. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
So under 1 soul, you can grab one. Is this the reveal? Wait, did they have the reveal? Are these the companions?
It looks like it, yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So first look at the companions. Paisan, what do you think?
Dude, that's pretty sick. Dude, is that a joint? Oh, I want that one.
1.39.
I want that one.
You can get it.
Oh, I want that one. Oh, the art's cool, man. You can't hate on the art. It's different. You know what? It's different. It's definitely different. It's cool.
It's not what I was expecting. My first reaction, to be honest, it's clearly very playful, right? Like you said, Paisan, you got the joint, you got the glasses, you got, I don't know, is this like a chain, a choker, like something going on there?
something real kinky is going on in Earth from Another Sun.
I don't know anything about that. But and then you got like this, cyberpunk kind of spacey background. Got the Kanye glasses. All right, so we had the reveal. Shout out to Earth from Another Sun. Like I said, I don't know if this is up my alley for the art. Just being honest and putting it out there. I don't hate it. I still love the game, and I mean, again, if this is like your little companion that maybe is following you around, maybe that's what like the leash collar is for. Could be interesting. Is this like a little bug that's gonna follow you around, the spaceship? I don't know.
I'm all for it.
Paisan is for it. I am on the fence.
Two thumbs up.
I mean, how is this like, how are these guys inside of these like shells, with the weed already? Like these guys are fully grown, but
I don't know.
Shout out to Earth from Another Sun. The reveal happened, it looks like, and that's exciting. All right, Paisan, another update for you. Illuvium, the Illuvium token ILV, was listed on Coinbase this week. What?
Wow. There we go. About time.
What do you think about this?
I tried to invest in it 7 months ago. No, I mean, listen.
Well, hey, that's good because you would have been down.
Yeah.
Money, so.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, listen. I don't know how I feel about gaming tokens right now.
Okay.
And even marketplace tokens. I'm a little bit on the fence. I have to see how this whole thing with the SEC plays out before I make any more investments, to be honest with you. So that's my take on the whole thing. Fair.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm torn. Shout out to Metamona Express. She just had Kieran on her podcast yesterday. And she posted a clip, I watched it this morning, of them talking about that, Paisan, exactly that, the SEC and the regulatory issues, because Illuvium, a lot of their founders are based in Australia. And Kieran said in this clip that they had spoken with legal consultants in Australia and were given the recommendation or the or basically like the green light that's like, hey, we don't think that this is a security. Now, I don't think that this is like an official government ruling of like, hey, Illuvium, you're all set, you're good to go there. But the distinction that they made is that, in a DeFi protocol where you're, governing a financial, monetary protocol, there's a little bit more of regulatory risk there with it being a security, where these tokens are around a gaming and entertainment platform, quote unquote, maybe less to do with money. Now, I don't know the tokenomics specifically of ILV. I don't know how it works with their ecosystem, so I'm not going to speak on that one way or the other. But to hear that, at least from Kieran, that, they're going to do whatever they have to do to, be within the guidelines as this guidance is released, and that they are seeking consultation and, so far getting, thumbs up, was good to hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, that definitely makes me feel a little bit better, especially with everything else going on. I mean, listen, if we're clear to go, of course, I'm gonna invest it a little bit. But for me right now, murky waters still. I'm still gonna hold off a little bit. I'm gonna wait.
Totally. Now, again, none of this is financial advice. We don't, we're not. We're just reporting on the news. But my opinion on this, I mean, here's. On one hand, Coinbase is like listing every freaking token under the sun, really just trying to, get those fees, right? But on the other hand, I think that this is incredibly bullish for the Web3 gaming bull run that I am predicting in the future. For ILV to be listed on Coinbase, and if Illuvium goes mainstream, in a year or two, when, the game is fully released, and people find out about this game and they already have Coinbase accounts, like, they're going to go and buy this token. They're going to go and speculate on this token just out of sheer, speculation. So this is, again, not financial advice, but this is one of the things that we talk about on the channel oftentimes, is that we think that there will be a Web3 gaming bull run where some tokens you're going to have a good opportunity to make a really good return, and ILV being on Coinbase cannot hurt that thesis.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I listen, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see where this stuff all goes.
Absolutely. All right, enough shilling the ILV token. All right, we've got I know you're excited about this, Paisan. We've got Metalcore. They released an update on their open world alpha. So they were planning on releasing it, I think, on Tuesday the 13th, whatever day the 13th was. They ran into some server issues, but they did release their launcher, and you could at least download their launcher, I believe. And I think that they're planning to have their open world alpha on Monday.
Yep.
So very exciting. Do you have one of their NFTs, Paisan?
No, I don't have one right now, but I'm gonna get one. The launcher is already downloaded. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Next steps to the NFT. I'm waiting for a couple of my blankos to sell off the market first, and then I'm diving right in.
I grabbed one of their NFTs. I had to because I'm so excited to play their game. I want to play their game. I keep missing all these alpha play tests and all these, like, private tests and everything. So I grabbed one of their NFTs. Not financial advice. Very, very excited. I could not be more excited for this game. I'm seeing all the clips from like TwitchCon and everything. So this is a blog post.
Their TwitchCon was amazing.
Yeah.
Their TwitchCon was incredible. They had booths. People were playing the game. I was so jealous.
Yeah.
I was so jealous. It looked great.
Yeah. One day, Paisan, one day. But shout out to Metalcore. Guys, all of the links will be linked down below in the show notes and everything. So if anything piques your interest and you want to go to the tweet, you want to go to the source, we will have those links in the show notes. So this is a full blog post detailing their open world alpha and everything that you need to know. So go check that out if you're interested. Another update, going back to Illuvium, they did release their dev blog. So all the updates from, their private beta 2 for, the month of September. You can check that out if you're interested in the technical, the improvements, all that side of things. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Let's see, we got maybe three more. I got an update, Paisan, from Guild of Guardians. This is a blog post on their Medium, and it says, what makes Web3 economies different? Part number one, so I guess this is going to be a multi-post blog here. And they talk about the evolution of economic systems. So Paisan, earlier we were talking about, play to earn and play to own and creating a sustainable economy. And that's kind of like, a lot of these games claim that they will have sustainable economies. This is one of the reasons why I really like Guild of Guardians. I think that they're not shying away from these topics and actually putting in the real work to try to understand how to balance a player-owned economy where you've got NFTs and you've got a token. So I haven't read this blog post, but I am very keen to check it out this weekend.
Yeah, I encourage everybody, because a lot of these blockchain games, they put out these dev blogs and they're really not long. I really encourage everybody to go in and read them. It takes literally, the longest one I've read was 10 minutes. So I encourage everybody to go read up on these because they're really important and they explain everything about these games.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is the time to do the research. This is the time to, to find the projects, find the gems, and stay on top of them because, we're building for the bull.
Yes, we are.
That's the mindset. All right. Got a little update from My Pet Hooligan here. Paisan, are you a fan of My Pet Hooligan?
Never seen this before.
You've never seen My Pet Hooligan?
No. This looks amazing. What is this?
My goodness, Paisan. All right, I'm gonna have to send you some links
Chill
after
me.
the show. Yeah, I mean, like the founders worked for Pixar for like 20 years. As like animators and creatives, and they launched My Pet Hooligans, and they're building a Web3 game. The graphics are amazing. The playtest is amazing. It's kind of got like kind of almost has like Grand Theft Auto vibes where you jump into this world, you can grab guns and just cause mayhem. Super, super fun game. I haven't seen too many like strong updates. I don't really know what's going on in their ecosystem. I know that they launched their Zuck bots, which are like kind of like their companions, going back to Earth from Another Sun. So we don't have the time to jump into it right now, Paisan, but My Pet Hooligans is like probably one of my top 5, if not top 10, definitely top 10, if not top 5 games that I'm excited for. So yeah, the Zuck bots are coming October 27th. They're going to be a game changer apparently. So if you are a fan of My Pet Hooligans, definitely check out this tweet here and keep an eye out. Your Zuck bots are coming.
That's awesome.
And last but not least for the game updates this week, guys, I've got an update from EV.io. They launched new game mode where their last team standing game mode has been launched. So if you're a fan of EV.io and want to play a new game mode, you can go check that out right there. I know that you're a fan. Have you played this yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't played it yet, but this is exactly what the game needs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
More game modes, fun stuff like this, and I will be hopping into this later for sure.
Hell yeah. Guys, like I said, if we missed a game update, if your favorite game is not on here, first I apologize, but let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Let me know in the comments if we missed something, and we will get it in for next week. All right, Paisan, that is going to do it for the game updates. Let's jump into some news. Let me put the news section right there. It wasn't a crazy news week, I would say, but there's definitely some notable headlines throughout the week. First one being, I think this was posted maybe yesterday, from Cointelegraph. Blockchain games and metaverse projects raised $1.3 billion in Q3. Just the past 3 months, $1.3 billion. What do you think about that?
That's a whole lot of money for something that doesn't exist yet. Oh my God, you said 1.3 with a B, my friend.
Yeah, with a capital B.
Capital B, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, to your point, doesn't exist yet, but that much money coming in it clearly signifies that people see the future, right? People are
For sure.
building, this is going to be the future, and people are investing and building that future. So building for the bull, baby, building for the bull. Um,
100%.
I don't know. I am curious if Limit Break, and we're going to get into that next, the Daigaku, the free to own model. I don't know, because they raised 200 million, and that might have been in like August, so that would qualify for the the Q3 numbers. So but even still, I mean, 200 million is a drop, well, not a drop in the bucket, but only a small fraction of the 1.3 billion that was raised. So
Yes.
you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Speaking of that, so you're familiar with Gabe Layden, Limit Break?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What did so they bought a Super Bowl ad for
That's amazing.
for this year's Super Bowl or next year's Super Bowl, $6.5 million for their game and their project, the Digi Daigaku. I don't know. I always feel like I'm saying that wrong.
I say Digidagaku.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's it.
the 30-second ad slot will enable Limit Break to show off Digi Daigaku in a commercial at Super Bowl February 2023 in support of the games community. Paisan, what do you think about this?
I think it's absolutely incredible that they amassed that amount of money that they could put it aside for a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Like as a like no, seriously, like that for a blockchain game, that's massive. That's huge.
Well, $200 million, investment.
Oh yeah, well yeah, for sure. But like even the fact that they're even thinking about doing that and taking it, I don't think I've seen one blockchain gaming commercial on TV ever. It's mostly
True.
on after YouTube videos. So I
Yeah.
think this has got to be the first one.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, from what I saw, Twitter was split on this, right? Some people were kind of like mocking it, being like, "Oh, imagine all the things you could do with that money, like blah blah blah. Like, is a Super Bowl ad really gonna be worth it?" But then other people were celebrating it, right? Like, Gabe Layden, from what I understand, videos that I've seen of him, huge media buyer. I saw him on Twitter talking about spending, $50 million in marketing for a game, maybe even $50 million a month, like pouring big money into marketing these games. So he is an industry veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's done this before. So while $6.5 million in Super Bowl is a big number, it's also, I think, maybe a drop in the bucket compared to what he's used to. I think he does this in his sleep.
Yeah, well, my caveat to the naysayers is I don't know if anybody remembers last year's Super Bowl, but crypto.com or Coinbase, one or the other,
Yep.
had literally a
Coinbase.
commercial where it was just a QR code on the middle of the screen, and I was surrounded by like 15 of my friends who never ever bought Ethereum NFTs, and all of them with their phones at the TV like this.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? I want that. It's 100% worth it. It piques people's curiosity. I think if you have $200 million, putting aside $6.5 million for a Super Bowl ad, completely worth it.
I agree. And I did see, so I remember that Coinbase ad. I did the same thing out of curiosity. I was like, wait, what is this? It was a very, and I just pulled you in, the curiosity. It just piqued your curiosity. I was like, I didn't want to do it at first because I was like, oh, like, they're doing it on purpose, right? But then I was like, but I gotta know who it is. So I saw Gabe on Twitter say, like, I'm not going to tell you what the ad is, but if you know anything about, like, what we did with our free to own NFT, like, that should be a hint. So I'm curious. Is it gonna be another QR code where you go to a landing page and like free to mint, free to own NFT in their game, and they're gonna onboard like, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people into NFTs, Web3 gaming, like their game? Like that could be insane.
I would say if that's the plan, it's genius. If that's the plan, it's genius. The only caveat I could see to that is a majority of people do not have Ethereum wallets, Solana
Right.
wallets. So it's like we have to figure out a way to I know this is a completely different topic, but to make that process easier. you know. So I
Totally.
don't want to get too far into it, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. And man, I mean, I'm very happy with like oh I guess no, the Super Bowl's only I keep forgetting it's October, man. So it's only a few months away actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's February, right? Yeah, usually around
Yeah.
February.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
find out in 3-4 months. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, man. Next one I got Immutable X adds 15 blockchain games to its Web3 platform. This was on venturebeat.com or their game beat section. So huge gaming news publication. And, Immutable X, one of the leaders in the blockchain gaming space. So love to see just general news coverage like this, but also Immutable X continuing to ship, continuing to push the space forward. I don't know what the games are. Maybe this article talks about them. We're not going to dive too deep into that, but oh yeah, okay, Gods
Oh,
Unchained.
Gods Unchained. Oh,
I
okay.
think they're probably already there though.
I thought Gods Unchained was already there.
Yeah, probably is. Like I said, not going to dive into the article, but yeah. What are your general thoughts? Mutable X, Web3 Gaming.
My thoughts on this are I just hope that they're vetting projects and not just adding in anyone that pops in, because there
Yeah,
are a lot of you know what I'm saying, and there's a lot of there's more garbage out there than there is diamonds.
yeah,
So I just hope their vetting processes, because like you said, they are the leaders.
yeah.
So hopefully they're just doing the right thing.
For sure, for sure. I don't even know what their Web3 platform is, to be honest. I mean, like, is it
Yeah.
just their chain
It's just
or what?
no, it's just it's their chain, and they have games on there. It's kind of like Gala a little bit.
Okay,
But
okay, that makes
different in a way,
sense.
but different in a way. But like I said, as long as they're doing the right thing
Yeah,
and they're adding the right games, I'm okay with it.
for sure, for sure. I just feel like this makes me a little bit more bullish on the Elixir app. I think that they're really doing a great job in trying to become the Steam of Web3 gaming, where they're vetting games and you feel that trust and yeah, the security of their platform. But that's not to take shots at Immutable X. It's just this headline really doesn't maybe give us too much information, I guess. So maybe this is something worth diving into over the weekend. All right, Paisan, I got two more for you. Two more articles that just jumped out to me that I thought were interesting. Like I said, guys, a little bit of a slow news week. There were a slew of games that raised 1.5 million, 2 million, 2 million here to build out these platforms. I didn't think that it was worth jumping into all of those. If you are interested, I do cover those in a daily tweet, today's headlines, on the Web3 Gamer Twitter channel. So go follow that. Link will be in the description. But this article caught my eye, Paisan. So we've got Framework Ventures co-founder Vance Spencer, who I first found out through DeFi. Really very big thought leader. Very good thinker in DeFi and crypto. Has a lot of I've learned a lot from Vance Spencer. Let me just say it like that. He said, we got to take the Web3 out of marketing Web3 games. So it's just gaming, right? Like Bryson says, like a lot of these people say, it's just gaming. We got to not be marketing Web3 games. I see you giving the thumbs up, Paisan. Tell me what you think about this.
I love the title of this article. I love it to death. I put a tweet out. I think we talked about it last week. I put a tweet out. I said we have to stop calling them NFTs. We got to call them something else. We
Yep.
got to call them avatars. There is such a negative stigma
Yep.
around NFTs now that people aren't even trying the games now because they see the word NFT. We got to come up with something else. There's got to be another term. I completely agree with him. And to as an example, for Ice Martians, right? Brand new. And one of the first Discord suggestion I made, their Twitter handle was at Ice Martians NFT. If you've noticed, games like Big Time, games like Blankos, it's at Play Blankos, it's at Play Big Time. They're removing that from their handles because they know the stigma that comes along with that term. And they, thank God, Ice Martians noticed it as well. They took it out immediately. But just focus on the game, promote the game. That's it. Just promote the game, make the gameplay work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. This doesn't bode so well for the Web3 gamer brand that I'm building, but I ultimately agree with the sentiment of, hey, it's just gaming. It's just gaming, right? Like, Paisan, we both hopped onto this call. We're not talking about the internet service provider that we're using. We're not talking about, what browsers we're on. We're using, we're just here, right?
Yep.
No one's thinking about the underlying infrastructure. So while Web3, blockchain, crypto are revolutionary technologies, ultimately, when it comes to gaming, it's not really going to matter. Just let me play the game. Let me own my assets. Let me buy, sell, and trade them. I don't need to know what chain I'm interacting with. It doesn't really matter. I just want to, be able to do what I want to do. And yeah, so I agree with the marketing aspect. We don't necessarily need to be promoting NFTs in Web3. It should just be about the experience. I got this quote from the article. So he says, I think not referencing blockchain or Web3 will be the recipe for success for the first iteration of games. We're bringing on people who play traditional games, and you don't want to inundate them with too much blockchain. Yeah, totally agree.
I completely agree with him. Absolutely. He's got the right idea.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. The other thing that I did like about this is that they have an investing arm, Framework Ventures, and I think they put like $400 million into blockchain gaming. So to see, Vance, to see Framework this bullish on Web3 gaming is great. It's great. It's just more money, more eyes, more people.
Definitely, for sure. And this article, I'm definitely gonna read this later. This is definitely right up my alley right now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Last but not least on the industry news, not so much industry news, but this is an industry commentator that I do like to follow, that I do think puts out a lot of good technical research and really getting down and doing the dirty work, questioning a lot of these games and doing the due diligence into their tokenomics. So shout out to Vader Research. He posted this article on a token vesting period. And the tagline says, VCs and founders shouldn't receive any tokens for 7+ years. And the man came with receipts. I'm not going to go too much into the article, but he has a video. He jumped into a spreadsheet. Definitely check that out. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, he's got reasoning and research behind why, VCs and founders shouldn't get any tokens for 7 years. And I like that, because too much of this past cycle was retail getting dumped on by VCs who had seed investments. The tokens unlocked way too quickly. The tokens just got deflated, and a lot of people lost a lot of money in these cycles.
Yep.
And that is not what we need or want going forward in Web3 gaming, because if we're bringing gamers into, our ecosystem, to these games that just happen to be on, blockchains and NFTs, we don't want them to be losing money, because if they lose money on some crappy token and tokenomics, or some VC who, got in early, they're going to have a bad experience, and they're not going to want to play the game. They're going to, they're going to leave Web3 gaming and think that it's all a scam.
Yeah, no, and I completely agree. When you first pulled this up and I read that headline, and I was like, make it 10 years. Like, honestly, like, if you're developing, because it's also gonna stop future projects from trying to rug pull. That's what it's gonna do. So there will be more genuine projects out there. So listen, make it 10 years. I don't care.
Yeah, show us that you're in it for the long haul, right? Show us that it's not just a quick cash grab. Show us that you have true conviction and belief, because like all of this is still new. All of this is still being figured out. So we don't know if what the right tokenomics are and what the right structures are. So yeah, Good article from Vader. Appreciate you doing the work, brother. And let me end it with this, guys. Any project that you're looking into, from an investment standpoint, from a not from a gaming standpoint, but like if you're looking at buying NFTs or investing in the token or whatnot, you got to do the due diligence. You got to do your research into the tokenomics and make sure that you understand these things, because you have serious risk of losing money, right? I mean, and that's not the experience that we want. That's not what we're here for. So you do have to make sure that you understand what you're getting into, and that's never been more true than in crypto. All right, Paisan. But on that note, onto a lighter note, that's going to be the the public service announcement for the week. Well, that's all that we had for the news. Again, guys, if we missed something, let us know in the comments. Let me take this news piece off. And on the horizon, what is coming up soon that we should be paying attention to? The first one I got on my list here, Undead Blocks, again with the topical seasonal content. They've got a Halloween bash, $15,000 tournament powered by Immutable. Goes live in 2 weeks. When was this tweet? Wait, I don't know when the tournament. Oh, okay, October
Yesterday,
28th to the 31st. So it's gonna be a 3-day tournament with 15K up for grabs. Halloween, guys. I mean, this is like their this is their premier time, right? If you're on Dead Blocks, Halloween is like your New Year's, it's your July 4th, it's your Christmas. I mean, if there was ever a time for Undead Blocks, I mean, this should probably be like a 50K tournament,
Good luck trying to get that.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, what better game to be playing Halloween weekend if you're trying to win some money? 15K up for grabs, guys. Paisan, do you play Undead Blocks?
Yeah, I used to a little bit. Honestly, I mean, there are people in here that know how I feel about the game. I think the game needs a little bit more content for me. I mean, listen, will I play in these tournaments? Yes, of course. I've played in almost every single one that they've run, but I just, in my opinion, for me to put it up in my top 5, it needs a little bit more. But again, all that stuff comes with time.
Yes.
So, I'll be patiently waiting.
Yep. No, I'm 1000% with you. It's not for me as of right now. I'm a big Call of Duty guy, but I'm not a Call of Duty Zombies guy. It just doesn't do it for me. So I do like Undead Blocks. I love what they're doing in the space, but until they get to, player versus player and just more content, it's not a game that I'll be playing. But I do love them doing these tournaments and giving money back to the community, community.
Yeah, definitely. Like, no hate against that, without a doubt. It's cool stuff.
Yeah. All right, next one I've got, another way to get some good money, Ice Poker Season 2. So shout out to Ice Poker. That was my bread and butter for a very long time. They just finished Season 1 of their tournament, where they gave away $28,000, almost $29,000. You can check the spreadsheet to see if you were competing in that right there. And then they got information on their Season 2. So I think they're giving away $19,000 this time. So a little bit down from the 28. But if you guys are poker players and you're in the Ice Poker ecosystem, really nice way to compete and try and get some extra money. So love to see that. And that is going on. So check the blog post if you want more information on that. Paisan, I don't think we've talked about it. What are your thoughts on Ice Poker? You
got to get me in there. You got to get me in there. You got to get me in there. As somebody who's on Poker Stars often, I'd rather do something like this.
Yeah.
I'd much rather do something like this. I think the first time I came into your stream, you were playing poker, and I was like, well, I was playing Decentraland for a month, and I just couldn't figure out how to actually get into real games.
Yeah.
So I gotta get involved with that. That's something I have to do.
It's a lot of fun. I still will load up a sit and go throughout the week, just to get the gambling tingles out, get the adrenaline going. So shout out to Ice Poker Season 2. Love to see you guys putting money back into the ecosystem. Again, I'm always going to celebrate projects and games, you know, running these competitions and giving money out, because that's what we need. That's what we need. Okay, Big Time. Big Time is also doing. Wait, why do I have the On Our Mind? Wrong one. On the Horizon. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Big Time doing a mystery box giveaway every Friday in October and on Halloween, guys. It's Friday, so if you're a Big Time player, you want to get one of these mystery boxes, jump into the game right after the show. There is no trick, but it is a treat. Oh, look at that copywriting. Okay, Big Time. Let's go. Like I said, I don't know much about their mystery boxes. I'll link the blog post down below. But yeah, just guys, it's, you know, we're entering into holiday season. There's going to be a lot of opportunities if you're an avid, active Web3 gamer to jump into all of these games, all of these projects, and take advantage. Take advantage of these giveaways, these promotions, these tournaments. There's a lot of money going around. So yeah, get some extra money for those holiday shopping.
Definitely get involved. And I mean, I'm a big time brand ambassador. I love the game. So like, you know, just get in the game. You got a Ruby Pass, get in the game, get your mystery box. This is actually, I became a brand ambassador a month ago. So this is going to be my first mystery box experience. So nice. I'm super excited for it, and I can't wait.
And you have Ruby Passes giveaways on your streams, yeah?
I do. My next Ruby Pass giveaway is Monday at 80 EST. So if you want one, hop on in.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Yeah, I'll link Paisan's Twitch. You stream on Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch.
I'll link his Twitch down below in the comments. I get hit up multiple times a week. How do I get into Big Time? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, you can buy a pass right now, or you can wait and try and win one. There are a lot of giveaways, and Paisan's going to be giving away one on Monday. So there's your opportunity there, guys. All right, guys, the last one that I've got for On the Horizon, we talked about this last week. I'm gonna share it again. Chainplay.gg. They're like an aggregator site. They're kind of like the CoinGecko. They're kind of like the CoinGecko of Web3 gaming. They're running this contest where you just vote on the best game, basically. So I think they are in the final four of the project, and of course you've got Big Time up there. And you got Chain of Legends, FA Fabwelt, and Warp, which I've never even heard of the other three games.
I was gonna say I've never heard of them.
Guys, all you have to do is vote. You have to, you know, make an account, register, whatever. You just vote on the game that you think is the best, and if that game advances to the next level or wins, then you get a share of the prize pool. So this next level, which might be the final one, is $4,000, you know, Binance USD. So I would bet on Big Time personally. I think that one probably would win, and if so, you're gonna get a piece of that prize pool. So it kind of seems like free money. And Chainplay.gg is a reputable site. I actually know the founder, so I can vouch for them. So yeah, jump in there, guys. Free money. What do we you know?
Vote for Big Time.
What do we complain about?
Vote for Big Time.
Absolutely. Paisan, I think that's all the content that we had today. Are we missing anything?
I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superior, everything. Ice Martians, we covered everything.
That's pretty much everything, guys. Let's end it with this, Paisan. I mean, you know, so we talked a little bit earlier about like what you're excited about, you know, upcoming. My goodness, I put the thing up here. We always end with games that we're playing. I apologize. That's what we're missing. I knew there was.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, games are playing. Yes.
Yes. One more. All right, Paisan, yes. Talk to me. What games are you playing? How is your Web3 gaming week? You know, what are we looking at?
Well, I mean, for me right now, I feel like I'm in this waiting period. I feel like there's a lot of great games that are coming out, or games that we're waiting to be alpha tested. The blockchain games I'm playing right now, obviously, my two main games are Blanco's Block Party and Big Time. I mean, they're the two most, I would say, some of the most complete games that are out right now that we could play. But I mean, like I said, games I'm looking forward to coming out: Superior, Shrapnel, Metalcore, Phantom Galaxies. Oh my god, I didn't even that just came into my head. Phantom Galaxies. I'm super excited for Phantom Galaxies. I made a couple let's plays about Phantom Galaxies.
Yeah.
That game is incredible.
Yeah, we actually shared
Uh
your gameplay footage. Maybe not last episode, but the episode before.
oh, thank you.
So
Yeah, yeah,
appreciated
yeah.
that gameplay footage.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I can't believe I forgot, man. Phantom Galaxies
There's
for
so
sure.
many
Do you see
games,
that's
man. There's so many games. It's tough. It's tough to like stay on top of it all, and it's tough to play everything. You know.
It is. It's so hard in all these alpha tests, but yeah, Ice Martian, Shrapnel, Metalcore, Phantom Galaxies. 2023 is going to be the dawn of Web3 gaming. Because
I agree.
as long as these projects do everything correctly, we're going to be sitting pretty for the next few years, actually.
This really does feel like the calm before the storm. Even though it's
Yeah.
not so calm, right? There's so many updates, there's so many developments, there's so much going on, so many promotions, so many, giveaways and tournaments and things like that. But like it's just getting started. There's gonna
I
be
don't think people realize that.
I don't think they do either. And that's why, I mean, that's the opportunity for us right now and everyone in the Web3 gaming space. I think that we all see it. Even with like the macro economy, like everything just like kind of going to shit. Like, you know, there's going to be a little bit of pain. There's going to be a little, we got to reset a little bit. It's going to take some time to rebuild. But like, man, when we rebuild, when that time comes, the 2023, 2024, 2025, and these games are, fully launched, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I am too. Trust me, and I will be playing most of them. That's a fact.
Yeah, yeah. For me, man, I was a little bit under the weather this week. I'm still kind of getting over my cold. So I didn't play too much. I've just been loading up EV.io because it's so easy. And then, yeah, like I said, I played some Ice Poker Sit and Goes. Again, just because it's so easy to get into the game, right? Like, you know, there's two ways to look at it, right? Like, obviously jumping in with your squad, loading in, grinding out a couple hours into big time, is always going to be such, so much fun, right? Which is that's a core pillar of gaming. But also, on the flip side of that coin, being able to play a game within 10 seconds of like wanting to play it is also an incredible feature. And I do always try to celebrate like EV.io and other games which are so quick to play and fun to play. And, you can get in that 5 to 10 minutes of gaming without having to like load up the client or wait for an update or, wait for your squad or anything like that. So, yeah, for me being sick, those were some games that I really enjoyed. I feel like there was... I didn't get into. Well, I was waiting for the metalcore. I was really waiting for that one. So that'll probably be on my list next week. I'm so excited for that open world alpha. And yeah, that's probably it for the games. Probably it. It was a lighter week. I don't think I jumped into Decentraland at all. Like I said, I've been getting over this cold.
No, yeah, for sure. And I mean, you mentioned browser games. I'll mention another one really quick. That's going to be fantastic. Star Atlas.
Yes.
Going to be a browser game.
Yeah.
You could. I completely forgot about that. Star Atlas. You could stake it now and check out the armory. That's pretty sure that's Q2 or Q3 2023 full game. So
yeah,
that's another one to check out.
Do you think we'll get full game in 2023?
Probably Q3 or Q4. I think so. Yeah.
I don't. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
We'll see.
Obviously, Star Atlas is one of the top 5 games that people are excited for.
Yes.
If we get that much gameplay in 20, I'll be surprised. From what I know, from the little that I know, I would be surprised if we got that much gameplay in 2023. I do think that we'll get something. But yeah. I don't think it's gonna.
We're getting something.
I don't think it's gonna be a lot. But I mean, shout out to them. I mean, they're. I think that they understand. I think that they're building for the long haul, right? And I think that they're trying to build like a truly, truly revolutionary game, and I don't think that they're rushing it. But who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong. But yeah, shout out to Star Atlas. Yeah, definitely want to play that one. I'm concerned about like all the people who own And because NFTs are so expensive in that game, and the people that already own stuff, like, is it going to be fair?
Yeah.
Is it going to be too difficult? I don't know.
I
That's my
don't know.
concern about Star Atlas.
And yeah, no, I feel that, and everybody has that concern about a lot of even undead blocks. I think to get into undead blocks, what's the floor, like a couple $100s?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of games out like that right now, but I think for the ease of play, like you said, to just be able to load into something very quickly, no launcher, and the game that they're showing us, I think it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Not financial advice.
None of this is financial advice, but Paisan, this was fantastic, man. I love doing this show because, I talk to gamers like you and Morph and Roachkiller and myself who are in the trenches, man, in the trenches, covering so many of these games that are, in early stages of their development or maybe more fully fledged out. But it's so fun. It's such an exciting space to be a part of. And I think that, the opportunity is just massive, because, a handful of these games are going to go on to be massive, just incredible games, millions and millions of users. And we're like here in the, from day one, kind of talking about them, covering them, looking at them, and following that journey. So that is what Web3 Gamer is all about. Paisan, been a pleasure to have you on the show. I think you're coming back next week. Is that right? Can we tease that?
Yes, I'll be back next week. Yes,
Let's
for sure. Thank you
go.
for having me. Thank you
Paisan,
this was fun.
Paisan will be on the show. Of course, I got to shout out to Morph, the AI sentient robot that I had the pleasure of talking to last week. I think he might make an appearance once a month or so. He'll definitely be back. Shout out, of course, to Roachkiller. Guys, nothing happened with Roachkiller. We are good. There was no breakup. I love Roachkiller. I miss him. We will have him on the show again at some point. He's taken a break from the content side of things for personal reasons. So that's what's going on with him. But guys, that was Web3 Gamer. If you enjoyed the show, follow, throw a subscribe in there. Free way to support the channel is to let us know in the comments, what games you're playing, or, if we missed anything in, game updates or teasers or news or anything like that, let us know in the comments. And we'll be back next Friday.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure, man. Peace.